Hey guys, it's the Fly Natural here, and I am back with another video. Welcome to my channel if you are new, and welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new and not yet subscribed, make sure you do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button, because I guarantee if you have good taste, you'll definitely like it here. All right, you guys, today is officially March 1st, so that means we are here for a February recap. Now, I will admit that if you go back and watch the January recap, and I was all excited for February. I was so excited for February. Y'all, I don't know what happened. February just was not a good month for your girl at all. It started off with so much promise. It started off with so much hope, and then it just fizzled all the way out. I kind of like fell off for 2 weeks there, and it's just like February is the shortest month. So me messing up for 2 weeks was pretty much me messing up all of February. So your girl is here to recap what she didn't do, what she did do, and what she needs to do moving forward. So if you guys are interested in that, say something. All right, y'all. So I don't think it really hit me until I looked in my goal journal, which is this one. This is my goals for 2025 journal. And I kind of like map out each month and the goals that I want for each month, and then I go back and I reflect. So it wasn't until I was going back this morning that I realized, guys, I barely made any of my goals for that entire month. I think I achieved my mom goals by going on 2 girl gang dates. I achieved my YouTube content creation goals by posting 2 to 3 times a week. And I barely made that one because it was a week there that I posted on a Sunday. That I posted on a Monday, and then I didn't post again until that Saturday. And as y'all know, your girl is on a posting schedule. We're gonna get to all that later, but I barely made that goal. And that was pretty much the only 2 goals that I made for this month, which is devastating because I had a lot more goals. I feel like I was striving towards some of my goals, but I didn't actually hit any of them, and that kind of sucks. Now, I'm not going to be too mad at myself because I feel like progress is better than nothing, but the very fact that I did fall off for 2 weeks just really infuriates me and disappoints me, because I could have been so much further had I not played for 2 weeks. But that's neither here nor there. We can't think about that. The major downfalls that I wrote for the year was, 1, I became ruled by my emotions, and I spoke about it on this channel before that I want to be a person that leads with discernment and doesn't let her emotions get the best of her. That definitely did not happen this month. I had some things come up and I was strictly ruled by my emotions, and that to me was bad because I was, up until that point, I wasn't doing that. I was silent. I was moving with discernment, and for whatever reason I was triggered, and it just all broke down this month. And then the one major pitfall that I can really feel is that imposter syndrome came in and got me good. It got me real good because I felt like I was doing so good, and I was on ball, and I was losing weight, and I was creating content, and I was handling things in my personal life, and I was really feeling like that girl that I know that I am. And then imposter syndrome came along and was like, girl, are you really this person? Do you really think that this, that, and the third? So honestly, y'all, imposter syndrome came in and it whooped me, and it paralyzed me for a while. It paralyzed me for those good 2 weeks that I fell off. So it really paralyzed me for those 2 weeks when I was just off my game, because I really started to question, like, hey, is this really you? Is this really you? It felt like I went through like a little identity crisis, a little bit of an identity crisis, and I'm pretty sure I spoke about that on this channel. I'll probably post about it in this particular video, but I spoke about like how at this point in my life I am really in that little gray area, because I know the person that I am and the person that I'm becoming, but that old version of me is like fighting for her life, because it's like, girl, this is what we used to, this is the chaos that we used to, this is the toxicity that we used to, this is the level that we're used to being on. And then the me now is like, girl, no, that's the level that you were used to being on. My job is to learn from you and carry us to the next level. So I feel like this particular month was really where it just had me, and it was just like, okay, for a little bit I was really falling into old patterns and doing things like doom scrolling on TikTok all day, not eating right, eating my feelings, being very emotional, not sticking to my workouts, not sticking to my schedule, just not writing out my to-do list, making, you know, just living life like I have time to waste. And I realized, like, girl, this is not you anymore. It didn't even feel right for me to fall off so bad, because I had, not only that I had fell off of what I was doing recently, but I had fallen all the way back to patterns that I completely stopped a couple of years ago. And that was really disappointing to me. And it was a really big wake-up call. And I think seeing everything that I wrote down about this month that I was supposed to accomplish and that I didn't, it really woke me up more, because I know that I have so much potential. And I know that now success for me is possible because I've seen success in different areas and aspects of my life. So I need to stop being afraid and stop acting like I'm not exactly who I say that I am. So I did write down some tips for moving forward. So the first tip that I wrote down is that I have to keep my goals posted. Hence my beautiful affirmations wall behind me. I specifically set up this video here today because I wanted to show this off. I might actually add some more things, you know, more affirmation as thing goes along, but this might be my little setup for now. If you guys are liking this, you're feeling this, let me know. But I definitely thought it would be a good idea for me to write down every affirmation, everything that I tell myself on a daily basis, and keep it posted. And then along with that, I also have my goals posted too. So I have everything that I need, everything that I'm trying to achieve, and words of encouragement all in one place. And that helps me, and that will help me stay on track. The next thing is that I have to make sure that I actually read this journal so that I can keep up on all of my goals, because I noticed that, like, last month I said that I would write in a book and then I would just come back to it. But it's just like, no, we have to come back to it every week. Every week when we're planning out our weeks, we have to look in this book, we have to look at the goals and see what goal that we can achieve during this time frame and set it up like that, so that way at the end of the month we will have our goals achieved. So I have to make sure that I look back in this book and that I look on my wall. Wait, it's over here. My wall where I wrote down my goals too, and I have my affirmations. So hopefully this will all help keep me on track. The next thing I wrote down is just to do it anyway. And what I mean by that is I'm going to do it scared. I'm going to do it happy. I'm going to do it motivated. I'm going to do it unmotivated. I'm going to do it when I want to. I'm going to do it when I don't want to. I'm going to do everything that I need to do anyway, regardless of how I feel, unless it's like dire circumstances to where I can't. I'm going to make sure I get done everything that I said that I need to do, and I'm going to set out to make sure all of my goals are achieved. It's already March, and I don't like the fact that I kind of like blew some time. So we have to make sure we lock in and we stay on target. And then the last thing I wrote down is to remind myself who I'm doing this for. Because I'm not just doing this for me. I'm doing this for my girl gang. I'm doing this for my daughters. I'm doing it for them. Because I want to make sure that I live a life that they know is possible, and they can take it and take it so much further. It's like a baton race. I'm going to run it to this point and get you this far. I'm going to break the cycle. It starts with me. Then I'm going to pass it down to you, and then you're going to take it, and then your children, and so on and so forth. I'm starting a legacy. It's starting here with me, and I have to remind myself that every day, because it's not just for me. It's for them. Because I can't expect my daughters to grow up to be these amazing women who conquer their dreams and their goals and their fears and go after what they want, if I'm sitting up here living that opposite life and letting things that don't even matter, feelings that aren't even valid, deter me from my goals. It's like, no, I have to remind myself who I'm doing it for. And I definitely have to remind myself that they are watching me. They are watching everything that I do. When I have my good days, they see it. When I have my down days, they see it. When I make my goals, they see it. When I don't make my goals, they see it. And I want to live as an example to them that you can do what you have to do regardless. I want to let them know that it's possible to have a good life. Now, I have my goals for March, and I'm just going to go over some of these goals with you guys, because the one thing I've learned is when setting my goals, I have to tailor them to I have to tailor them so that they can align with certain action items. Because when I say certain things like in broad spectrum, like, oh, I want to look visibly toned, it's just like, yeah, what does that mean? Like, how do you specifically do that? So I kind of broke down my goals for March, and I'm going to go over some of them with you. My personal goals, again, is for me to read one book. I didn't do that last month. I started on a church girl book again. I cannot get with it. I think I'm just gonna, I actually gave it to my sister because I can't. It triggers me. I think I need to read more of like thrillers or self-help books, because because romance novels is just not, it's triggering. So I have to read a book. I want to make sure I do a 3-day fast, because I feel like when I started the year off with a 3-day fast, I had a great start to that year. It kind of taught me discipline, and it showed me like, you can do this. And so I want to do another 3-day fast, because I feel like that'll definitely, encourage me to be more disciplined and pay more attention to the things that I put in my body. I have real goals that I need to achieve, and if I don't get the things done this month that I need, it's really going to mess up everything for my birthday, and then my whole first quarter is going to be a bust. So I'm going to be working my ass off all of March to make sure I achieve March goals and pick up the goals that I didn't necessarily achieve in February, because we are not wasting any more time. So yeah, I have all of those goals listed. I have action items associated with them, and I have it all broken down to where now all I have to do is just plan out my weeks accordingly and stick to the program. So the one thing I will say for me keeping up with my goals and tracking them like this is really making me take a harder look at myself and hold myself accountable, because y'all just don't understand how devastating it was for me to open up this book and realize that I only got about 3 of my goals met out of all of the goals that I made for February. That is ridiculous. And the fact that I know that I could have possibly achieved at least 4 more of those goals and I didn't, it really hurts me and it really disappoints me. So keeping track of my goals and things like this in a binder is really making me see like, girl, you have to get it together. Because when you're doing a journey like this by yourself, it's really teaching you how to take care of you, it's really showing you how to take care of you and the type of person that you are. Nobody's holding you accountable for this. Nobody's gonna hold your hand through it. It's just that things that you do are gonna dictate how your life turns out. Like, I was watching Chelsea Renee, one of her videos. I have been binging her. I have been binging her vlogs ever since Natalie posted her when she went to her vision board party. And in one of her videos, she said, like, nobody else, it's not going to affect anybody else but you, the things that you do. So if you decide not to exfoliate your skin, you are the person who's going to have rough skin, not anybody else. So if you want to have, soft skin, exfoliate. And even though that was something small, but it resonated with me, because nobody's going to hold me accountable. Like I mentioned before, your goals, your dreams, they don't care about any of the excuses that you make. It's either you did what you had to do or you didn't. Either you're gonna reach your goals or you're not. And right now I feel like I threw myself off. I hurt myself. I hindered myself because of fear, imposter syndrome, and a bunch of other stuff that just does not matter. And those are excuses that do not matter. I have to hold myself accountable. I have to stop being scared, and I have to do it anyway. So hopefully when I come back to you guys April 1st for our March recap, we're going to have a much better month. We're going to have a great month. I'm going to tell you that I achieved all my goals and then some, and I am on track to achieve the goals for April right then and there before April even started. This is going to be an amazing month for me because I am locking in. I am taking control, and I am not making excuses for myself. I am letting go of that old Terry, that old way of thinking, that old procrastination, the fear, all of that. We letting it go. Right now, we're locking in because we have goals and we have things that we have to do, and we are not going to have another month like February. We're not. So we're going to let all that go. We're going to let last month go. We're not going to dwell on that because we can't change it. What we can do is change this month. So this month, we're going strong, and we are going to handle our business. So yeah. So with that being said, I want to let you guys know what to expect from my channel, because part of my goals is to, create content. So here on YouTube, I will be moving my posting schedule from 2 times a week to 3 times a week. Yes, y'all heard that right. I'm going to be posting Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Mondays are going to be my Monday vlog. Friday is going to be lot content. And Wednesday is going to just be some content in the middle. It might be some hair content, it might be some card chats, it might be some daily vlogs, some unboxings, things like that. You never know what you're going to get from a Wednesday video. So yeah, that's what we have coming on our channel. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you can expect a video from me at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm saying it right now, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can check out videos from me. And that is what we got going on for our channel, because I feel like it is important for me to have more than just the vlogs coming out and the lot content. My weekly vlogs, that's me that's me really talking more so about like my glow up journey and how I'm growing. But I also want to incorporate some other things. That's why I thought it was important for me to have an additional upload day. Oh yeah, that's what we got going on. Look out for videos from the Fly Natural every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time here on YouTube. If you want more from me, make sure you subscribe to my Instagram and my TikTok, because I also post content over there as well. And make sure you subscribe to the channel on your way out and like the video. Guys, we are turning up, we are locking in, we are on this journey, and we are going to come out on top. We have to let go of the things that no longer serve us. That includes thoughts, actions, habits, and people. We cannot be that person, that old person anymore. Like, I done fought too hard and came too far to just start going back, and I'm not about to go back. We are only moving forward, and things are only going up from here. That old mindset is gone officially. We're not no longer holding on to that, and we're moving forward. We're gonna be our flyest self. Okay, that's what we got going on. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like the video on your way out, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.